Hey everybody, my name is BlakJak. Welcome back to Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. Last time we took care of everything in Sentinel Beach except for some stuff that will be taken care of this time in this video. Perfect. Whew. So the orbs that we missed in Sandor Village are right over here. Bam, bam. As you can see, my confusion as to why I thought they would be in the jungle and not Sandor Village, because when you cross over here, it literally says Forbidden Jungle as you walk in. So that's where my confusion came in. This is the new footage, because my old footage got lost. I mentioned that in the last video. My Elgato and my capture card and my HDMI cords are working together to hinder everything I do on this channel simultaneously. So the first things that we're going to be doing in the Forbidden Jungle is taking care of these vines over here, which will also unlock the blue vents, as well as taking care of the blue vents that are all locked. So that's the first thing I like to do in the Forbidden Jungle, is take care of that. Just because the vines, although the vines don't really do much in the grand scheme of things, they can be annoying to deal with, because they are just another enemy to deal with in the level. And we'll be taking care of all these orbs in a second, pretty much after what we're going to be taking care of. This is going to be the exit point that we're going to be coming through. So you don't have to come up here right now. I'm just kind of doing it to pick up that scout fly that I saw. So this is going to be the first scout fly we pick up right over here on this tree. There we go. And these frogs are kind of annoying. I don't like dealing with them, so we're just going to ignore them for the most part. As you can see, there's another scout fly back there. We're going to cross these bridges over here. Make sure that you're jumping so that you don't fall down and pick up like orbs and stuff. But we're going to be grabbing that in a second. We have a whole video to do so. But yeah, and once we get close enough, there should be a few lurkers and a blue eco vent. Yep, right there. Perfect. And the blue eco vent will make us a bridge that leads into this giant temple over here, the Forbidden Temple, as it's for to be called. And this is where our first objective is going to be. In here, the Forbidden Temple. So let's jump over these bridges, dodge these vines real quick, and we're going to ignore this real quick. We're just going to set it up so that we don't have to run back, even though I do so anyway. But what we're going to do is we're going to go over here on the ledge, because we saw a scout fly earlier, and we're going to pick up that. And we're going to make sure not to kill ourselves by accident. Lord knows I've done enough of that already. And we're just going to... I thought I needed the blue eco to make this work. I didn't realize that once you set it up, it's going to keep working until like, it just decides it doesn't feel like working anymore. Which I guess is never, because it's just constantly moving. And then I was like, oh no, another one. And then I was like, fuck it, I don't have enough time. So we're going to run back. There's blue eco in those chests. I didn't know that. I just kind of winged it, honestly. You know what's funny too is I did that in the old footage too. I was like, oh no, I don't have enough time. I got to do this. But no, I had enough time. It was just I was being stupid. There are blue ecos in those chests. Yeah, so once you grab the blue eco, we're gonna touch this little moving platform, which triggers this moving platform up here, and there's another scout fly over here. Also another vent, luckily enough for us, that allows us to use these jump pads, and we're gonna just ignore all these lurkers. Like I mentioned in the last video, in the early levels, it's kind of easier to just ignore the lurkers. Not so much in Misty Island, where they will surround you, but like the Forbidden Jungle, Sentinel Beach, they're not that bad. Even Geyser Rock, they're not so bad. Alright, and this is the first power cell of Forbidden Jungle up here on this Forbidden Tower, or in the Forbidden Temple on the top. It also unlocks this button, which allows us to go into the Forbidden Temple, allowing us to take care of our true objective that I wanted to take care of, which is fall down this elevator shaft and not push the button to go back up. Because I've done that so many times. Oh wait, no, this isn't the process thing yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over here, and we're going to do some very tricky platforming. See, so tricky that even...
Don't worry, I'll avenge you! Not.
So tricky that I die by not even platforming. I didn't mention this, but Jak and Daxter has death cutscenes, so sometimes when you die, Daxter will like give you words of encouragement to come back, and they're usually very sarcastic, which is hilarious. I don't show all the ones I got just because to save on time on the video, because some of these videos go on for like half an hour, like this one. So I didn't want to like waste your time with all of them. You can find a video of them, of all of them, somewhere on the interwebs, probably. No links in the description, just probably. Also, it doesn't happen all the time. A lot of my deaths in this playthrough were just me falling off a ledge, honestly. Alrighty, so our true objective that I wanted to take care of was to unlock the blue eco event so that we can go back to Sentinel Beach and grab our one power cell that we missed all the way back there, as well as unlock all the blue eco events throughout the game. That was my true objective. However, we are not able to leave the Forbidden Temple yet.
Blue eco vents have been activated all
So we're going to use the newly opened up... I'm going to just ignore you guys because I can... Yeah, cool. Anyway, so I almost forgot to do the jump pad right over there. Yep. So we're going to hit this jump pad. We're going to grab this. So we can't leave because the elevator button door thingy doesn't want to work for me right now. So we're going to have to find another way out of here. And luckily for us, there's another way out of here. Cool, right? So we're just going to ignore the platforming and die. I told you guys, I'm great at this game. I'm kidding, I'm trash at this game. And we're going to take care of these vines. So these vines are attached to this boss right here. This giant freaky plant, the first boss of the game. Like one of the 3 bosses in this game. I don't know why so many games only have like 3 bosses. But this boss is very simple. All you gotta do is kill these ticks, but you have to hit the ticks when they don't have their little spikes. And then you gotta dodge the plant when the ticks are out. And then once you kill all the ticks, you can just jump up, hit them in the face, and then bada bing, bada boom. Do that 3 times and you win. But now at phase 2, he sends out 2 little ticks. And then for some reason I always get hit by these guys. I don't know why I get hit by the ticks. It's always weird. I'm not that bad at this game. I swear. I'm pretty bad at this game. Not that bad. And in the 3rd phase, he sends out 3 ticks. There is a pattern here. And right there, I totally didn't let him just hit me right there, okay? Like I would do that, guys, okay? And we hit him for a 3rd time. We kill him, and we get a power cell for our bravery and our courage, like Legend of Hyrule Zelda. I don't know what the fuck I just said. The boss actually has a few hidden gems. I believe it's 5, I want to say. I think that was 3, 4, and then this should be the last one, 5. Just keep jumping on him until he stops spitting out orbs. Yep, just like that. And make sure you do that so that you don't miss some orbs. But just like that, we picked up the remaining 3 orbs that we missed beforehand, which is great. Alrighty. So now that we have 3 power cells, there are 4 more, I want to say. Scout Fly, Fisherman, Laser, Blank. I'm blanking on the last one. But yeah, so now we can take care of the Fisherman thing. Talk to him so that we can have access to Misty Island. That's our whole main objective of coming here, other than turning on the windmill and turning on the blue vents. Here is another Scout Fly. Do not touch those yellow boxes. Those are pretty much the nitro crates from Crash Bandicoot. They will blow up and you will take damage. Don't do so. Cool beans. We'll be taking care of this trap real quick, this Precursor orb trap as soon. We just need to get a blue eco. I don't know if it's a vent. I forget if I use the little shards or if I use... Oh, I remember what the last one is. Yeah, it's a hidden... It's a hidden cell. That's right. So it's Laser, Fisherman, Hidden, and then Scout Flies. Those are the 4 missing power cells that we're missing. I repeat myself quite a bit. Anyway, so after a little bit of dicking around looking for some blue eco, I decided to just take care of the Fisherman.
Nothing to talk about. Them monsters patrolling the ocean took a bite out of me fishing rig, and now they're gobbling up me catch. No matter what I try, I can't seem to catch a single fish in this river.
Woo! Maybe it's your breath.
You think you can do better? Try scooping up river fish with a tiny net. I'll give you a power cell if you can catch 200 pounds of them critters. And then I'll let you and Shrimp here use my speedboat to get to Misty Island. You want to try the challenge?
He'll do all of that for
There are
200
two
pounds of
types
fish?
good fish to catch.
Dang.
1 pound fishies and 5 pound fishies. If you miss 20 pounds of good fish, then I'm gonna take me net back from you. There are poisonous eels in this river. Catch even one of them boogers, and you'll poison the whole darn catch.
So as a kid, I had a very hard time with this mission too. Like I was able to beat it, but like it took me like a good 20 tries to beat it. Even now, I still have a hard time. This mission can be very difficult. But yeah, you can't miss 20 pounds of fish. That's not 20 fish. That's 4 yellows or 20 greens or a combination of the two. So like, make sure you collect all the yellow fish. Even if it's to sacrifice a green one, collect the yellow ones. And don't touch the pink ones, because you touch the pink ones, you instantly lose. I've died many times just by accidentally picking up a pink one, because I was like trying to avoid it. I got pretty lucky with my patterns though. The pattern this round wasn't too bad. There wasn't that many pinks. Sometimes I get patterns where it's just like dodge a bunch of pinks for like multiple rounds, and then you have to do this shit. You go back and forth. The reason why this is difficult is because the net feel is very loose. So like it's not like the most precise thing ever. And in order to dodge and collect all the fish that you need, you kind of have to be a little more precise. So it's a little loose in that sense. Completely doable as long as you have the patience and the will to keep failing multiple times in order to collect 200 tons of fish. It really doesn't take too long. And like I said, you can miss a few fish so long as you don't miss all the yellows. But yeah, look at that. I only missed about 6 greens, and I was able to do it.
You caught 200 pounds of fish. Not bad for a couple of landlubbers. Here's the power cell I promised, and you can use my boat at the village dock whenever you like.
I mean, granted, that was also like my third, I want to say, like my 3rd or 4th attempt at that. I died a few times. But yeah. So that guy is weird. He's like, yeah, collect 200 pounds of fish. Granted, 200 pounds of fish is quite a lot. Still, he's like, collect 200 pounds of fish, and I'll let you not only have a power cell, but you can also use my boat. Shit, I took 2 for $1 too. That's some Wendy's 4 for 4 level logic right there. By the way, Wendy's 4 for 4, fucking awesome. It's great. Anyway, there's gonna be some orbs over here next to this these little columns, rock things. Also a few snakes. The snakes are kind of annoying, but they're not too bad because you can just jump kick them. But over here, there's a laser beam. They're gonna be taken care of. Now, see, I done goofed. So what I wanted to do was grab the blue laser and then run into that door. But what I ended up doing was running into this blue laser.
Get up on that machine and break the mirror, diverting the precursor beam.
Hold on, let's see what I did. So what I ended up doing was running up to that blue laser and breaking the mirror. I didn't want to break the mirror, but I did it anyway. I kind of did it out of habit, thinking I could just easily run over to the door. And then I fucking died. Like a moron. I was very upset. So now we're over here on the other side of the laser. Or rather, of the river towards the laser area. If you just turn right from where you enter the area, there's a bunch of stuff. That's pretty much the other side of the level that we didn't get a chance to see. That's where we were earlier, where we jumped over up to those rocks and collected those power orbs, power cells, precursor orbs. Yeah, right over here. That's where we were, just literally across the river. Yeah, so the idea was to grab the blue laser and then run over here to open up that door to make things a little easier for myself. But I apparently don't like making things easy for myself. So we're gonna have to make this a little more complicated, and by a little more complicated, I mean we're gonna grab this blue eco and this blue eco and we're gonna use our combined blue eco to long jump and open up this trap right over here, so we can grab these precursor orbs. Boop, boop, perfect. And then we're going to make my life slightly less complicated by simply grabbing as much blue eco as we can in order to grab the hidden precursor power cell. Here are a few orbs in the water. That's 150 in the Forbidden Jungle. This is the hidden power cell. What was that? 2. And I believe we just picked up the last scout fly, or rather we freed the last scout fly who's in that water right over there, which gives us the 3rd power cell that we're missing. Don't let these piranhas touch you, they will hurt you. They are enemies like any other piranha in video game history. One thing I do like about the Jak and Daxter game, or this Jak and Daxter game in particular, is that as you do the levels, like the longer you spend in, sometimes like the levels just kind of give you all the power cells all at once. Like right there, I just picked up 3 power cells, all in the span of like a minute, which is great. They're all just like clumped right next to each other. It's great. And like this isn't the only level that does that. It's like there's been a bunch of others. I didn't mean to jump off the cliff there. That was my bad. Oops. What I meant to do was just long jump, get closer to that scope so we can grab the last power cell and get the fuck up out of here. Then we can talk to the mayor and grab our power cell. Him. I like to save this one last just because you're going to be near the entrance to Forbidden Jungle when you're done. And that way we can just GTFO. Go and then talk to the mayor, grab our precursor orb. And this is pretty simple. You just walk up to the towers and then point the tower circle towards the next one that's rising. And then you follow the beam if you can to the next tower. Sometimes you can't really see the tower. Like I couldn't see the tower very clearly, so I was like a little lost on where it was. I was like, where the flop is it? Back here? Where is it? So like I'm looking around for it. And eventually it took me a minute. I won't lie to you guys, it took me a minute. It took me like a good 4 minutes. So I was just like walking around. Could not find that shit. I think I died, came back. I was like, what the fuck? I'm almost positive. Like I'm just trash at this game. Yep. And then here we go. So we have 2 more, I believe. This is 1, and then that one sends it to another one, and you send the last one to the Fun Alley tower thingamajigger. Yep. So we're gonna have to cross that bridge for the upteenth time. And again, this one's pretty self-explanatory. It's not that bad of a mission. Pretty easy. But the rest of this video is going to be backtracking and picking up the remaining orbs that we can pick up. I don't think we are going to be able to pick up 1 orb in Sandra Village. I think it's because I just didn't have enough money for it. Yeah, we're going to go back to Sentinel Beach. We're going to talk to the mayor, grab his orb, and then we're going to call it a video. I believe, yep. So that's going to be the last tower. It's right next to the entrance of the Forbidden Jungle, and that's why I like saving this mission for last, just because now we're at the entrance of the level. And then we can just leave. It's great. It's great. Imagine doing this mission first. Only an idiot would do this mission first. Don't look at me, guys. Alright? I totally didn't do this first on my old footage. Okay. You don't have to look at me like that, guys. Alright? I swear, I learned. Rude. But by now, this is. I'm going to cut to my old footage, I believe. So once we do that.
Go tell that windbag of a mayor that he owes us big time for connecting the village energy beam.
Yes. So now we're back to my old footage, and I have everything pretty much all caught up. Like when I recorded the new footage, I tried to make sure that I did everything the same way.
Good. You've collected enough power cells to fuel my heat shield. Meet me by the entrance to the fire canyon by climbing the cliff behind the farmer's house. Bring the power cells and hurry. My father says he's seen more lurkers around.
Yeah, so we don't actually have to go to Misty Island to beat the game.
Hey,
Misty Island isn't that
let's go check
important.
out old Fish Breath's speedboat at the dock.
Yes, Daxter. So we're gonna talk to the Oracle.
For your gift,
We got one orb. If I had 240 orbs, I would have just picked up the last cell and called it a day, but I didn't. And now we're going to just cut ahead and we're going to see you at the mayor's office so we can grab his precursor power cell, not precursor orb. I can't say the word precursor orb, by the way. Like, I've tried to do, it always comes out as herb.
Oh, what a wonderful sight. I thank you. The entire village will thank me. Boys, you have restored power to the village and guaranteed my re-election. And for that, my boy, you've earned a power cell.
Yeah, it always comes out as precursor herb for some reason. Like, I don't know why I always say herb. Like, I can't help it. It just doesn't come out right. I swear I don't have a speech impediment. I just can't say shit. Back at Sentinel Beach, we're going to go to these vents that we missed earlier. And we're going to launch ourselves up all the way over to this little tower over here with the cannon. That way we can shoot out these metal boxes that we can't do anything about. So what I tried to doing here is trying to lure the cannon, but the cannon guy won't shoot at you for some reason while you're over here. And something that I did really cool in the new footage that I captured for this video is that I actually landed on the cannon operator. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't, like I said, this is my old footage now, so it's like I'm Frankensteining stuff together. But the way to get this precursor orb is just to kill the 2 lurkers on the cannon. I think it's only the one cannon operator now that I think about it. I think it's just the one guy they have to kill. And just like that, we get another basketball animation. Clearly my favorite animation, so I was happy getting all of these. I don't normally get all these basketball ones. Like, it's usually one of the rarer ones for me to get. I usually get a lot of the breakdancing ones, or like the ones where Daxter is doing like the robot. Yeah. So to use the cannon is just press X, and if you hold X, it charges up the power, and you can just shoot it. But there's no like judging the distance. It's just like hearing the sound effect get stronger or whatever. So like the higher pitched the sound is, the further it'll go. Boop. Yep. So like I overshot that one, I believe. Went like flying into the ethos. But you know, just a little give and take, and eventually you'll shoot out all the boxes. And then, yep, you can just dig around. You can start blasting fools on the beach and stuff. You can hit crabs if you can and stuff. It's pretty cool. It's a crab. I think that was a crab. Yep. Oh wait, was it? I think that was actually a box. Never mind. But yeah, now I'm just having fun shooting bombs into the air because I'm dumb and I have nothing better to do other than shoot bombs. But yeah, so I believe you can actually make it to that first pillar from up there if you long jump. But I was unable to do so. And be sure to not stick around on the water for too long because you will die. You will die a very painful death. A very uneasy and painful death that no one wants to die. You'll just be eaten alive. And is no bueno, is no good. No goose. So you're going to jump and you have 2 more towers, and I believe this is the last. Oh, no, this is not the last cells because I didn't pick up the ones behind the first tower, I believe, right? First tower. But those are the last orbs that you would normally miss if you weren't me. So after like a good 20 minutes, low-key, of running around the beach aimlessly looking for these orbs, I accidentally found them. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, here they are. So here are the remaining 6 orbs that we were missing. And we should have 150 Sentinel Beach orbs, as well as 100 orbs in total now, because we spent them on other stuff. And that is all 8 power cells in Sentinel Beach and in Forbidden Jungle. We are missing 1 power cell in... Also, that's all the orbs in Standover Village. Yeah, we did a lot in this video, Jesus. Well, we completed a lot on paper. But, yeah, so now we're going to head back to Standover Village. We're going to go to Misty Island. And I'm going to call it a video there. Next time we're going to be going to Misty Island. And it's a fun old time. I like Misty Island, actually. That level is kind of challenging, but it's not like the worst challenge. Like, it was hard as a kid. Like, I couldn't do it very well as a child. Like, I had a hard time accomplishing things.
Hurry up with those power Fire Canyon, at the top of the cliff behind the farmer's house.
I had a hard time accomplishing things in general as a kid because I was a kid. Stupid fucking child. But yeah, we're going to go to the fisherman's boat and head over to Misty Island. So that about does it for this video, guys. Yep, right over there. That's where we're heading. We can see it. And yeah, see you guys in the next video. Peace out, y'all.